Anime, the last bastion of creativity and the Western problem. I think it's the Western problem. A lot of these narratives and stuff, literally getting into, films and media, and that's what changes it as a whole. Because the thing is, people used to love Marvel. People used to love Disney. There was a time people loved Disney, genuinely. Now it feels like, when did I ever love Disney? That was like a fever dream or something. That must have been a distant memory because of these ideologies that have become um, basically integrated in this media, which is sad. And so I really hope that anime doesn't, you know, become like that. But we'll see in this video. Anyway, let's get into it.
Subscribe right now.
It's a Gundam. He's just a piece of crap.
Subscribe right now.
In the last decade, anime and media from Japan as a whole have become the last bastion of creativity and art the Western world consumes. Thought-provoking TV shows and movies that change your worldview, remind you that you're human, or that something is beautiful in the world. Better yet, possibly inspires you. This is something that we are...
I don't like being like that, but yeah, he's talking about animation and stuff, not actual art. Because, I mean, art, there's stuff like photography that can inspire me. There's stuff like, there's artwork, like, art pieces that can inspire me personally. But hey, let's keep
so
going.
sorely lacking in the age of AI and modern Hollywood.
Max Lord, you're putting yourself and everyone else in grave danger. I need you to give me the...
In Dostoevsky's novel, The Idiot,
She just wanted his dick, man.
Prince Myshkin says, "Beauty will save the world." I believe this to be true. Even if you were to take the quote at face value or hyper-analyze it, it cannot be denied. Whereas to Hollywood has been churning out reboot after reboot, remake after remake, reimagining after reimagining, safe bet after safe bet, that barely breaks even at best. Films and television have...
People are just going to be bored of it. Of course people are going to switch to anime. It's no wonder why people are switching over to anime now. I mean, I've had people that literally made fun of me for watching anime suddenly get into anime and be like, "Hey, I know I like made fun of you in the past, but what anime have you been watching? Because I'm actually kind of curious." Like straight up, like I've had some people like that. So,
lost all meaning. Shows are as soulless as the streaming providers that they're on. Gen Z and Gen Alpha no longer care about Hollywood movies, and they know it. That's why they're slow.
I mean, also they're catering a lot to feminism, and then after they do some narrative that no one cares about, making them lose money. There's that too.
Slowly pivot shifting to streamers as the future of entertainment.
Which is really sad.
God help us all.
The MCU is a walking corpse, feeding off the flesh of the comic book source material for almost 20 years now, and still not translating it correctly. Demon Slayer Infinity Castle grossed more at the box office than Superman and the Fantastic Four, Marvel and DC's heavy hitters, the massive summer movies, and they still couldn't beat anime. In fact, things are so bad after Superman not exactly...
By the way, this movie was fantastic.
Being the multi-billion...
In my opinion, the Chainsaw movie is better though. Well, actually, it's kind of hard to compare because for this anime, it's like more action. Or like with Chainsaw Man, it's it's still action, but it's more in depth.
Dollar film. Warner Brothers is up for sale.
Oh no!
At least for a longer time.
What happened?
Have you ever caught yourself reaching for a bad habit without thinking about it? Maybe it's out of stress, boredom.
Is this a vape? Don't smoke, please. Don't smoke.
Or just wanting to fit in.
Sorry.
Well, that's where Fume comes in. It's not about quitting, it's about replacing. Fume is the sponsor of today's video, offering a simple and enjoyable way to break away from bad habits.
Listen, if you need this, go ahead. Go ahead, take it or whatever. But it's probably not good for you either way. I would say just stop it. But maybe this somehow helps you. Maybe this somehow improves your breath control in a way. Or something like that. I've seen something similar that looks kind of like this, but I don't know if that is the case. I'm just gonna skip the ad, just straight up.
Get yours today.
Crunchyroll boss on the blockbuster implications of Demon Slayer Infinity Castle. It's now undeniable how big anime has become. The latest summer box office has delivered an unlikely juggernaut, Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba. The anime epic has stormed past $555 billion worldwide, making it the highest grossing Japanese film of all time and the top
I mean, I feel like everyone kind of knew how big anime was even before this movie, though. I think it literally people knew back in like 2021. Of course, now it's much bigger. It's gonna become even more bigger as time goes on, but I feel like people already know.
anime feature ever released in North America. Where anime movies were once relegated to the margins, Infinity Castle has stunned with $140 million in 2 weekends, by far the biggest US theatrical run ever for a Japanese title. Given the anime fandom's penchant for repeat viewings and the rumored Chinese release still in the works, there's no telling just how rich Infinity Castle's worldwide haul might become.
I've seen all these movies, and the only one I cared about was Demon Slayer. Superman was like a fart in the wind.
Oh, for a second, I thought it was gonna talk about Chainsaw Man movie for a second. I was about to be like, you watched the Chainsaw movie and you didn't even like it? Are you serious? That would be insane to me.
And Fantastic Four was so predictable, I felt like the writing was done by AI.
Meanwhile, Hollywood box office movies are dropping
I honestly wouldn't be surprised if it was done by AI.
60 to 80% after release weekend.
That's probably gonna be what's starting to happen. A lot of these companies might actually just start just using AI for the
Being
work.
the norm now, or flopping so badly they get put on ice. Goodbye, Tron.
What was it, Tron Lake?
Which I mean, as long as it's really good, I think it's okay to do, but sure.
You see Tron Ares, you'll never see it again. Kevin Feige and those like him are no longer heralded as saviors or sages of Hollywood, but the harbingers of creative doom.
In 2020, the COVID pandemic exposed new people to the joys of the niche hobby known as anime, manga, model kits, and
Yeah.
even Warhammer, just to name a few. But as in all things, once they become popularized or mainstream, they are ruined by the casuals that only
This was just funny.
for their popularity
This video was just funny, bro. Now looking back on it, this video was
and
something
demand
just
that the new hobby is reshaped around their worldviews or sexual orientations more often than not.
This man called some of the most influential anime of all time trash.
This has eroded the American anime scene
Oh,
at an
shit.
alarming
He called Astro Boy trash.
rate.
He
Popular
called it
streaming
F tier.
sites are
Crazy
starting to
stuff.
go down, leading to many classic animes that were never localized to the West being lost for probably all time.
Operation Anime shuts down 16 illegal streaming sites. Japan and Brazil have teamed up to fight piracy by shutting down anime streaming sites. If you woke up this morning hoping to catch up on One Piece or maybe some Jujutsu Kaisen episodes on your favorite illegal streaming site, you've probably had a rude awakening. You probably discovered that the site doesn't exist anymore.
Yes, this has happened to me, and it was a terrible, terrible day.
I've seen
Wow, you use pirated sites? I would never do that. That's crazy, dude. Anyways, I'm pretty sure those sites are back up now, by the way. Just under a different name. So if you use a pirated site, you can just look that up and it might be there. I'm not saying to use it though. I would never use that, obviously. That's
some of
not what
my
I would
favorite
do.
sites that I have used for years
I'm
that
just letting
had
you
some
know.
of the rarest anime that an American can see get taken down. And I know I'll never see these shows again. The probability of finding them is little next to none unless I go to Japan and pick up the language, which I'm just too stupid for. But this is the price of mainstream appeal. Once companies realize there's money to be made, they make sure they control every avenue to said product. But there's
Yes,
still
sir.
some pirate sites that remain, and
This is his model. Yo, this is this is the most derpy model I've ever seen. Dude. This is actually kind of funny. I like
they
it.
pull massive numbers.
The world's largest anime piracy site has surpassed both Disney Plus and Crunchyroll in monthly visits.
What? What? Excuse me, what?
The unknown site is doing 364 million, Disney 343, Crunchyroll 125 million.
Bro, what? Okay, listen. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I thought Crunchyroll was the largest site for anime. I truly thought the sites for the high pirated stuff were just for less casual people. But Oh my gosh, that's insane to me.
Crunchyroll
Okay.
sucks, and so does Disney. It's criminally ass. With big companies taking more interest in anime streaming like Warner Brothers and Netflix, I think even Disney's getting into making some anime shows. Ugh.
Crunchyroll is slowly
You think that's possible? I doubt it, but you think it's possible because um on Crunchyroll, I mean on unknown sites, the people that actually watch anime watch it more, and that's why it has more visits? Or is it from the actual PC, like of the actual person, and it's like those are individual people? If that makes sense. Because if it's just visits, it's possible for, weebs to just go on unknown sites that are pirated, and that might be why it's higher than Crunchyroll. I might be wrong though. I don't know.
becoming an anime monopoly, which you might not think is a bad thing till they drop a show you like, and Lord knows, some anime DVDs, trying to find them is like trying to find a rare
Good luck with that.
Pokemon or something. And the secondhand market for your favorite niche anime, the ones that nobody really talks too much about, like Asobe Sen, something like that, dude, it's $300-$400 for the box set. Dude, you can't get
This was a popular anime. Hajime no Ippo? You can't even find it. Ippo?
Season
Sorry.
2 and
You can't even
Season
find
3
this, really?
of Hajime no Ippo on Blu-ray right now. It's $200 a piece. For a DVD, it used to be $30.
Bro, what? $477. Oh my gosh.
What? You motherfucker! Oh my god, you
I love
son
this
of a
actor.
bitch!
Crunchyroll removes 2 animes from the platform, Death Paradise and 91 Days. They removed a lot more than that.
What? You removed 91 Days? Wait, I didn't watch Death Parade yet. But 91 Days, yo, if you haven't watched 91 Days, you need to watch, dude. I'm telling you. Beautiful. Perfect.
Like Claymore, you can technically still watch them via their Amazon Video channel, Roku channel. Claymore, the anime, has officially been removed from Crunchyroll and no longer any platforms that stream it legally.
Of course, because Claymore is one of those great animes. Slash manga, but manga then anime. You know what I'm saying, right? It's one of the best to come out there. And
Really? I've never watched it.
it is a
I've never watched
crime that it never got a full anime.
Oh, and did I mention that the localization for some of these major streaming sites have gone to translating through AI?
AI. Yep. Yes, it has. Yep, it's great. It's great. Yeah. Yeah, it's fantastic. We all love it. We all love it. Listen. Am I against AI completely? No. Am I against it slightly? Yes. And that is if it's used to make profit. I like funny stuff though, obviously. But shoot. The problem with doing it for profit is there's stuff like this when, translators obviously translate better than the AI. And so the AI is literally does something way out of bounds of some anime. Like I've seen that on TikTok. Apparently, I'm like, okay, that's
Dead
great.
inside.
Crunchyroll ran embarrassingly bad ChatGPT
this is what I
subtitles
was
on
talking
new
about.
anime series. The streamer previously said it had no plans to use AI in the production of its anime program. The subtitles for one of Crunchyroll's newest anime series make it pretty clear that the company is going all in on ChatGPT. This week's viewers logged in to Crunchyroll to check out the studio Gokumi's Necronomiko and Cosmic Horror Show. Many were surprised to see that the series subtitles were filled with typos, grammatical errors, and explicit references to ChatGPT.
Who would have thought? Who would have thought that AI, at least right now, has a lot of errors? Who would have thought, man? Crazy.
Subtitles
Crazy.
seem very much like text that have been generated with AI and slapped onto Necronomiko and Cosmic Horror Show without first being reviewed and edited for accuracy.
Now, I don't know either of those animes, but I love their names. Necronomiko, that sounds like an amazing anime.
Holy Jesus. You know that site pulls in millions of dollars a year, and they couldn't even be bothered to double check this.
Corporate anime
Same stuff.
streaming sites always looking to add AI and not hire real humans. But to be
Yep.
fair, localization has been so bad Fans have begun to complain to Japan about anti-censorship of the anime on Twitter.
My colleagues around the world have told me about many examples of censorship in the name of localization. I'm often surprised by them, and I think the Japanese people have been slow to acknowledge this issue. However, in my recent years, it's become a very important topic for Japan, which aims to be a nation built on content culture. Japanese people also read the messages in the reply section. Please continue to tell us about it.
So you're
Why do people need to make it so much different, especially in America, from the actual like original translated like actual original text? I mean, like if it's produced in like China or something, I know because of law they have to do that, but in anime, what's the point? Is it because of some narrative they're trying to spin? I'm assuming that's the case, but oh my gosh, that's
a
insane.
rock and a hard place if you're an American. If they hire someone to
Like, is it just because people are sensitive about like the text used in the actual Japanese like in manga, in anime?
localize it, you gotta pray it's not some person that feels the need to rewrite things and reinterpret it.
Or you get ChatGPT. And then, if you want the fan subs, which are far better, the fan subs do everything. They give you the lyrics to the anime song and who did it. If there's text on the screen, they translate it. This corporate crap, they do the bare minimum and want to be paid for it, dude. And it's not limited to...
Oh, so no wonder why private sites have used more than Crunchyroll. Oh.
Anime either.
Yeah.
Even video games like
It's just flat out better. Oh, okay.
Quest deal with Western gender politics or the culture war that we're locked in that they feel needs to be projected onto content from other countries.
Creator of Dragon Quest, Yoji Horii, I probably got that wrong, explains how the West is forcing him to censor Dragon Quest III HD Remake in order to conform to gender ideology and how it's
Are you fucking kidding me? By the way, doing this, make people conform to all this stuff, it's only gonna make people hate y'all more. That's all I'm gonna say about it. That's all I'm gonna say about it, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, you need to understand, force people to do something makes them want to do it even less. I mean, everyone knows this. That's why, like, if you say don't do it to a child, he wants to do it even more if you're parenting. Like, this is the reason. If the child's not used to it and doesn't understand why. It's so easy to understand. Like,
negatively influences Japan.
あとすごい話題になってたそのコスチュームとか当時とそのままなのかどうなのかみたいなのがありましたよね。また。
まあね、いろいろ規制もあってね、露出してきちゃいけないとかね。
crazy. Like, why can't I goon? Apparently, it's not allowed to show too much skin. Who the fuck cares, bro? Who cares, bro? Let me do my shit. Like,
そこまあちょっとあんまり深掘りする気は。
コンプラっていう名のね、やっぱりね、ある種のね、なんだろうな、絶対心というべき、善の名を借りた悪みたいなのがあるよね。
yeah.
全員が不快感を覚えないなんてことはないわけ。だって不快なことを覚える動向でもいいわけよ。だって綺麗汚いとかさ、善悪って人それぞれに感じ方があるわけじゃん。
Exactly. Except the thing is, a lot of people don't understand this now. So you see people like him, you see people in other countries actually have a screw on their head, and then as soon as you come to America, it's just lost. Actually just lost. I'm curious if it's because of schooling, or like the education system in America, or like what? Are they just better? Is Japanese just better, and and the only thing we're better at is, you know, like actual military wise and everything like that. Like, shoot, I don't know.
で物事はやっぱり根っこにあるのはやっぱり絶対やっちゃいけないことだけいくつかあってそれさえやらなきゃあとはいいじゃないって、そういうのがないわけよ。だからやっぱり英米の方から来てるその宗教的な概念から来るその正教徒の考え方ってアメリカにあるじゃない。彼らのコンプラの考え方って本当ね狭い。でだから向こうでコミックス出した時に全部その年齢で区切ってやらなきゃいけない。少年ジャンプの漫画だったら13アップ13歳以上じゃないと出せない。私は全部リテイクでなきゃいけない。でそれを 訴訟が起きるそのために保険も入らなきゃいけない。もうこんなねバカな国とね。いや
Fan-effing-tastic. That's right. Here, negatively influences Japan. Imagine these creative titans being forced to conform to the mental midgets that would find their work offensive because it doesn't affirm their worldview. This shouldn't be happening, but it is. And this is why I don't want Western influence in Japanese entertainment.
Yeah, it's great. It's fantastic, isn't it? Yeah, it's fantastic. The thing is, by the way, the more you try to censor people, their views aren't going to change. No, 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 no. In fact, they go even further away from you, but they'll just stay quiet about it. That's what's going to happen. I mean, that's already happening. That they're just going to go further and further away from you. Like, if this is the left, they're just going to go further to the right or whatever. And then just don't say their opinions. Straight up. Like, I'm sorry.
We, as fans of anime and manga, want to escape our culturally and spiritually bankrupt society in the West, since we don't have enough money to flee the country. I forgot to mention a few more stupid points of Crunchyroll, because I'm a petty bitch, so I'm gonna give them to you now. On October 30th, Crunchyroll started removing shows, so people started unsubscribing. Crunchyroll then made it as miserable as an experience as trying to get out of your Adobe contract early.
Crunchyroll membership
That's insane.
and being asked to provide bank statements. I want to cancel my membership. I did not want to dispute a charge, nor did I say anything to indicate that.
That's actually insane. You want to leave? Oh, hell nah. Come back here. You're not allowed to leave. Oh my gosh. There is no way.
Couldn't find a cancel membership option in the settings, so I contacted support for help. The support agent asked for my name and email associated with the account. Reasonable. Then the support agent asked for the card type and the last 4 digits and expiration of the card. I don't think I have ever had to provide this info to cancel an account, but not unreasonable. Then the agent asked for a screenshot of my bank statement showing the charge from them. That seems really strange to me. What could they possibly need that info for? Same happened with me. I want to change my username and they asked for the screenshot of the transaction.
I might be wrong because I'm pretty retarded, okay? But can't someone literally, like, get into your whole bank account just with that information? Now, obviously, they won't do it because it's, like, corporation stuff. Big bad if they actually did that. But I think they could genuinely do
Provided
that.
them that, and they
person.
changed my username.
You might say, Gundo, you're biased. Okay.
What? Wait, what? Something happened to me. I want to change my username and they asked for the screenshot. They themselves change your username. You can't even change it yourself.
And they changed my username.
You might say, Gundo, you're biased. Okay, check this out. Crunchyroll's customer service is handled by mostly AI bots now. Ironically, it's as if they didn't learn the lesson from AI translation on their anime, but whatever, right?
Stupid account management.
Well, the thing is, right? The problem with corporations, and using AI is, like, sure, they're going to learn the lesson. People are not going to like it, but are they still going to make a pretty good profit from using AI? That's the really good question, because if they still make a really good profit from using AI, sure, it's less, but is it really worth hiring all these translators and stuff like that just for these animes? That's the thing that a lot of these corporations probably will think. I don't know that.
I want to increase my membership so I could read some manga, but was informed by Crunchyroll's AI help bot that I have to cancel my membership and wait for it to expire before I can upgrade. This is asinine.
Nah.
If I have to cancel my membership, I likely won't be renewing it at a higher tier. Crunchyroll is making it intentionally difficult to give them more money, and I'm betting it's because they are trying to make it harder to cancel overall. I can't believe that such a stupid, unforced error would be made. This is how you lose subscribers, not keep them.
Shut up and buy more, Shadow.
What? Why is this picture trying to kiss me? This man puckered up and shit.
One thing is crystal clear. Hollywood is coming for anime. and I do not think it's a good thing.
Sony Group
Yeah.
deepens its investment in Bloomberg anime sector. With Japanese animation forecast to become a $600 billion business by 2030, Sony is leveraging its assets behind the category. We are very bullish about the overall growth of anime and what that means for us.
You know, years ago I would have thought this was awesome, but after seeing what happened with One Punch Man Season 3, I'm very pessimistic
Wait, what happened? I know the animation's terrible, but is it because of Western stuff? Wait, are you serious?
for the future. Now, if they went back to, hand animation, like in the
That shit beautiful.
80s and 90s, I'd be down for that, but we're not
Yeah.
getting that. We're gonna get slop 2D, 3D animation. What a stupid time to be alive. Anyway, Sony passed up buying Warner Brothers to focus on anime.
Why are you trying to hypnotize me, bro? That's me hypno-joy stuff.
That is a
I'm
clear
kidding.
sign
Kidding.
that superheroes are
I would
dead.
never watch
And when you
that.
think about it, so's Harry Potter.
Sony announces it won't be bidding to buy Warner
Wait,
Brothers
what do you
because
say?
it's
I'm so
focused
sorry.
on the
I talk too fucking. I'm so sorry.
Pessimistic for the future. Now, if they went back to, hand animation, like in the 80s and 90s, I'd be down for that, but we're not getting that. We're gonna get slop 2D, 3D animation. What a stupid time to be alive. Anyway, Sony passed up buying Warner Brothers to focus on anime. That is a clear sign that superheroes are dead. And when you think about it, so's Harry Potter.
Sony announces it won't
Yeah.
be bidding to buy Warner
Yeah, it has been dead for a long time. I feel that.
Brothers because it's focused on the growth market like anime.
Who wouldn't be?
We have no desire for big mergers and acquisitions, deals in the US film industry right now.
Because they are not doing that well.
Simply adding together the current movie studios doesn't strike me as leading to a big gain in profitability, for which scale is everything, so it can create its own position even without becoming one of the top players. The
Yes, just do not ally with any of the big mergers and acquisitions, please. Please don't. Please don't. Please.
global market for anime is just drawing right now and will continue to grow by double digits for a while. We are focused on growth markets. It's important to have corporate relationships that foster original works. Yeah,
Goodbye, Batman and Superman. James Gunn might be fired soon.
Japanese anime boom is attracting wealthy investors, major conglomerate. From Hollywood giants to loaded conglomerates, everyone is investing in anime.
Hollywood
I hope these investors don't sway people in Japan. I really hope.
wants to make more live action movies and shows made for streaming based on anime. Just a crazy idea, but why not just invest in anime?
Netflix My Hero Academia movie is taking inspiration from the unlikely show. The film's writer Jason Fuchs also happens to be showrunner.
Do you mean in their own animation studio though? Because if that's the case, I feel like they just want to build on top of a pre-existing one. That's why. I mean, it's pretty simple, right? If that's truly what it means, they already want to build upon a pre-existing one. Because if they can build upon something ufotable, I mean, it's pretty easy to actually, get into a position that you actually want to be in, as an investor, no?
For it. The screenwriter best known for Argylle and Ice Age, Continental Drift, serves as a co-showrunner for HBO's It prequel series.
Oh my god.
Here's a crazy idea, Netflix. Hear me out. Instead of doing a live action My Hero Academia that will obviously be
Please don't. Also, what the hell is? I'm just glad that this isn't real.
100% garbage, if not 70% garbage. Sword of the Stranger. Do sequel films to that. Get the original animated.
I've heard that the One Piece live action wasn't actually that bad. But to be fair, that was from my dad. My dad didn't watch One Piece, so I don't know. So if you watch the One Piece live action, please tell me how it is.
There's in studio, that would be hot. Not this. This is not hot. There are a few shows like this in the works, including the live action Gundam with Sydney Sweeney, and God knows why she's in it. I guess it's because she's got nice knockers.
Yeah, because she's hot. That's why. Yeah.
Sydney Sweeney in final talks for the Gundam movie at Legendary.
There's a good shot these live action films are gonna eat ass, and I will squeal in horror. And frankly, it's clear the writing is on the wall. Superheroes are out. Shonen is in. Hollywood doesn't love or respect these IPs. One look at how superheroes are handled, and you can see that. The
Yeah.
never-ending quest to appease the modern audience doesn't lead to creativity. It leads to stagnation. Shows and movies ruled by committee. My God, the Secret Invasion's already lining up to be trash. And as someone who enjoyed the Secret Invasion comics, everyone should be fired for what they did to the Skrulls. These companies see anime and manga only as something to make money. It's no longer about telling.
Yeah, straight up. That's why, as I said, they would just want to do something pre-existing. Yeah. I mean, because if they actually start up a new company for anime, right? They actually have to be creative. Why the hell would I want to be creative? I just go on a pre-existing one and just, you know, invest in it. Why would I want to be creative nowadays? Yeah,
Telling a
exactly.
story or even making art. It's about content now. That permeates the industry like a wet fart, just stinking up everything so bad you can taste it. They're no difference than
There's no way you made
miners drilling into a mountain or a piece of land for rare earth minerals. And once they've
Sorry. Oh my gosh.
unlivable mess for the wildlife, and I hate to break it to you, you are the rare. They move on to the next big dig site, and all that's left, in most cases, is an unlivable mess for the wildlife, and I hate to break it to you. You are the rare blue jay that will be displaced by this mining operation of trying to make money off of things that people actually still care about, because the creatives today aren't that creative, and the people who put money up are too chicken shit to put it into something new and interesting. Everyone's just trying to get as much as they can before Terminator Judgment Day comes to pass. And on that note, I'm out of here. Adios, bichachos. And remember to subscribe to this crap just so I could stick it to the people at YouTube. Once I hit a
Hell
million,
yeah.
we're going to do something really sexy with motorcycles.
Ooh, hell yeah, brother. Okay. Damn, that was beautiful. Is there anything else? Or was that straight up it?
Puppy, please. Can I ask a puppy, please, to help me? I said help me.
What the hell?
You little scamp. You're a scamp. You're a little scamp. Okay, let me try again. You're supposed to be my Monday motivation, Fluffy.
Anyways, it's a Gundam. Amazing content creator. Subscribe if you haven't already to him. I'll subscribe to me. I would really appreciate it. But yeah, tell me what you guys think about this. Obviously, if you couldn't tell, the reason why we don't want any of the investors to actually go into anime instead of pre-existing, like actually make their own animated studios instead of going to pre-existing ones. If they go into pre-existing ones, and they go into all of them, that means there's no good anime left. That means anime is over. And if anime is over, what do you watch then? No, straight up, because the only thing I watch is straight up, literally anime. So if anime is done, oh, well, that in YouTube. But anyways, if anime is done, what do you watch afterwards? There is nothing. So hopefully the Japanese studios do not, get influenced by any of the investors that are going to come in from them. Because if they do, it's going to be bad. It's going to be, oh my gosh. So yeah, that's it in this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe, as I said before. I really appreciate it. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.